everyone, Sanjay here, and this video is to show off Dee's Netrunner Only Connect that they wrote when we were doing the Delaware online circuit opener. Dee was awesome enough to let me use this quiz that they wrote, inspired by the British game show Only Connect, as a sort of in-between rounds fun time for our players to experience. And it's an absolutely lovely quiz, and I wanted more people to see it. So I'm recording this video to show off this Only Connect quiz. If you're not familiar with Only Connect, it is often quite challenging. During the Delaware Online circuit opener, the winning score was a score of 2. I think the max score is like in the 20s, so don't be too hard on yourself if you have a tough time. So the way it works is there's 4 rounds. The first round, you're gonna guess the connection between these 4 things. There's going to be a series of 4 things shown one at a time, and you're trying to guess what those 4 things have in common. If you can guess it using all 4 things, that's pretty good. You should be proud of yourself. You get a point. If you are feeling great, you're like, I already know what this connection is. I've only seen 3 things, but I know it too. If you can get it in with just 2 things, you get 3 points. And if you get it with just 1 thing, you see 1 thing, you're like, I know the connection between all these 4 things based on only 1 thing, you get 5 points. The next round, we're going to do a similar thing where you have a sequence of 4, but you have to figure out what the last thing in the sequence is. That's actually what you guess. In the first round, you guess the connection. In the second round, you guess what is the last thing in the sequence. If you can guess the last thing in the sequence based on just the first thing, you get 5 points. You need 2 things, 3 points. You need all 3 things, that's 2 points. Still pretty good. Now, Only Connect is actually pretty popular with a lot of folks, and round 3, there's some software on a website that you can use to do the Netrunner connection wall, and the rules to it are on there. And then round 4 is a missing vowels round. You'll get phrases with all the vowels taken out, and you have to identify what the phrase is. Okay, so without further ado, the way I'd like you to, you experience this video any way you want. The way I think would be fun for you to do, either go into the description and get the PowerPoint yourself and follow it along there. That's fine. But if you want to follow along with me, I'll be doing the timings. Pause the video if you want more time, whatever you enjoy, and keep score using this convenient scoring system. Everything's clear? Obviously it is. All right, let's keep going. All right, round 1. What is the connection between these clues? All right, first we have the Eye of Horus clue. Clue 1, F, NBN, T, asset, O, 0. The next item is F, Hyderabai, T, asset, O, 2. The next item is F, Wayland, T, operation, O, 4. And the last item is F, Hyderabai, T operation O 17. All right, and the connection between these four items is that these are Midnight Sun Champion cards. The first one, NBN asset costing 0. These are the F, the T, and the O. Those are the codes you would use on Netrunner DB to pull up these criteria. But this is Drago Ivanov. Hospiroid asset costing 2 is Triste Model Biroids. I should figure out, or I think that's the name of it. Yeah. Pencil's lovely, terrifying card. Wayland Operation is, of course, Mutually Assured Destruction, costing 4. And the Hospiroid Operation costing 17 is Big Deal. Okay, so, that was our first round. If you figured it out based on the first clue alone, you get 5 points. Second clue and the first clue, you get 3 points. Third clue, you get 2 points. If you used all 4 clues, you get 1 point. And if you got any points, good job. All right, next one. 2 reads. This is a picture round. All right, so here's the first picture. Here's the second picture. Here's the third picture. And here's the last picture. Pause the video if you need more time. The connection is, these are all pad cards. So we have Padma Isbister. This is a hockey player who I don't know, but is apparently their last name is Isbista. Pad Campaign, Pad Factory, card near and dear to my heart, and Pad Tap. All right, next question. Horned Viper. First clue. Heartbeat. Mantle. Excalibur. Xanadu. All right. The connection between all these cards, these are all Netrunner cards, and the connection is they all have literary references in the flavor text. All right. Next, this is the water clue. Saint Kagoi. All right, next one. Hyderabai. Tunnington. Diego Francisco. And the answer to this one is that these are all Netrunner grids or Netrunner places, megacities reportmanteaued. So this is Chilo, which is St. Louis and Chicago. Um, Hyderabai, which is a reference to Mumbai, Mumbad, which Mumbai and Hyderabad. Tunnington, which is not doesn't appear on a card in the game, but is Boswash, Boston and Washington. It is mentioned in stuff. And Diego Francisco is, of course, Sansan. All right. Twisted Flax. In blue, we have Blank Drive. Blank. All right, next one. Bio Blank. ASA Group. Security through Blank. That's in purple. All right, next one. Blankar and Blank Cat Blank. That's in red. And last one, Mad Blank and Blank All Threats. And that's in green. All right, this is a tricky one. It does require the knowledge of two games, actually. These are Slay the Spire cards that show card names that show up in Netrunner cards. So we have Buffer Drive, Buffer being a card for the hero of Slay the Spire Defect, and the other one is Rainbow, which is a Netrunner card that also is the name of a Defect card. BioVault and ASA Group Security Through Vigilance are both what is that faction called? The monk who shifts focus. But anyway, that faction. The Awoken? No, that's not right. Anyway, we have Cleaver, Cleave being a ironclad card, and Wild Strike, fitting in Wildcat Strike here. And Dash and Neutralize are cards for Silent. Mad Dash and Neutralize All Threats are cards in Netrunner. All right. Next question. Regenesis. All right, next item. Steelskin Scarring. Third item, Endurance and Environmental Testing. And last one, Op Super Heavy Logistics, Extract, and Civatagor Excavator. All right. Now these are all cards that are illustrated by first-time Netrunner illustrators in Midnight Sun. There's a lot of great new artists, probably not new to illustrating in general, given the quality of their work, but first-time illustrators for Netrunner in Midnight Sun, and this is sort of a nice highlight of them. I really enjoy this question that Dee wrote. I did not get it right when I saw it, but it's a really good question. Made me happy. I think there's maybe one more question in this round. No, there isn't. That's it. Okay, so if you've been keeping score, add up your scores for round one. If you got points, good job. Now we're going to go on to round two. Now this one is different because in round one you wanted to come up with the connection between the four items. And this time you're going to get three items, one one at a time, and you're going to guess the fourth one in the sequence. So scoring is again 5 if you have one clue, 3 if you have two clues, 2 if you have three clues. You can't really get 1 point because you're not getting the fourth clue. All right, here we go. Eye of Horus. First item is pay for. All right, next item is pay for. All right, next item is trash an installed card. All right, can you guess the connection? The connection we are looking for, or sorry, not the connection. Can you guess the next item in the sequence? The next item in the sequence we're looking for is take 1 core damage, because these are all costs to get through Fairchild, the big Fairchild Prime. It says end the run unless you pay 4, end the run unless you pay 4, end the run unless you trash an installed card, and end the run unless you take 1 core damage. That's how you get through Fairchild. All right, next one. 2 reads. All right, first one, turntable. All right, the next item in the sequence is Knobkieri. All right, the next item in the sequence is patchwork. Can you guess the last item in the sequence? I'm going to reveal it. It is Maw, because these are world champion consoles. So Maw won Worlds most recently. In the Worlds previous to that, we had Patchwork, a very potent, I think, Freedom deck on Patchwork. No, was it Freedom? I forget. What did Limes win with? No, it was maybe Hoshiko? I don't remember. Anyway, then Freedom won with Knobkieri. And what won on turntable? I think Val? Maybe. But this is Worlds 2021, Worlds 2020, Worlds 2019, and Worlds 2018. That's the consoles that won Worlds. So the right answer was Maw. All right, next one. Horned Viper. Mongoose and others. 10. Next item in the sequence. Gordian Blade and others. 9. Next item in the sequence. Tycoon and others. 8. All right. These are the connection between these are the costs to break Orion. Orion has all the subtypes. It's a barrier, it's a killer, it's a code gate, so you can break it with all these different icebreakers. Mongoose breaks it for 10, Gordian Blade breaks it for 9, Tycoon breaks it for 8, so we're looking for something that breaks it for 7. So the right answer to this one would have been Paperclip, actually. Yeah, breaks it for 7. Very efficient. All right. Next sequence. Water. Katara. We have AL2, O3, and one other. Next one. Red Sand. SiO2 with NH2O. Next item in the sequence. Sansan, AU. All right. So these are. Have you figured out the next item in the sequence? These are next ice chemical formulas. So Katara, I believe, is what's aluminum? I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. That is it? No, that's not gold. What would it have been? Oh, it's This is sapphire. Sapphire is made of aluminum, and is that right? No, that doesn't seem right. Red sands is. I'm just gonna look this up real quick during the video. I should be pausing the video to do this, but I'm not gonna. One take. Sorry for interrupting the quality of this stream, but we gotta know. Here, let's look it up together. Anyway, the right answer is spin cycle has next silver and next bronze, which is copper and tin. But yeah, let's look this one up. Should have been looking up a lot of these, but what can you do? Little diversion in our quiz. Oh yeah. Okay, we got opals. Oh, that's an opal? I wouldn't know that. Sapphire, gold, and then all these. Okay, cool. All right, let's get back to the quiz. So the right answer would have been either spin Cu, Sn, or Cu plus Sn, or Ag. All right. Next one. Twisted flax. 0 to 4, Harbinger. All right, next one. 5 to 9, Underworld Contact. Ten to 14, Ubax. All right, pause the video if you need more time. What's going on with this sequence? These are other cards that do what Beth does at these different credit ranges. So what we're looking for is Algernon, Emptied Mind, or Joshua B, something like that, with 15 plus. So Harbinger does nothing. So from 0 to 4, that's what Beth Kilrain Chang does. From 5 to 9, Underworld Contact at the beginning of your turn gives a credit. From 10 to 14, Ubax is a console from Terminal Directive that draws a card, which is what Beth Kilrain Chang does at 10 to 14. And if you have if the corp has more than 15 credits, you gain a click, which Algernon would do for you, Emptied Mind would do for you, Joshua B would do for you. So any of those would have been acceptable answers. All right. Next category. Sater Laboratories defined. All right, next item in the sequence. Theory. All right, next item in the sequence. Earring. All right. Now the last item in the sequence would be border. And the reason why is that these are the second word. These are Netrunner cards with the second word of a deluxe expansion taken out of it. And the expansions are in reverse chronological order. So we have Sater Laboratories Destiny defined for data and destiny, Chaos Theory for order and chaos, Profiteering for honor and profit, and Border Control for creation and control. I think this is a really elegant question. I like it a lot. All right, next one. All right. Oh, actually, we're onto the connecting wall. So I will put a link to this um, in the description, and I'd like you to just go there and do this on your own, and it'll score you. Um, and yeah, have a great time. So basically, what you're going to be doing is you want to find the set. There's 4 sets of 4 here. You're going to try and find them, and then figure out what the connections between them are. Good luck. Pause the video for as long as you need to do that. You get 1 point for each connection you make, 1 point for identifying the connections, and 2 bonus points if you solve the entire wall. If you don't find the connections, the grid will show you the connections at the end, so you can still make the connections, or show you the sets of 4. So you still can get points for identifying the connections between the set of 4, even if you don't find the set of 4. All right. Lastly, this is what we did theoretically what we did during the tournament, but we didn't actually do this round. So this will be the first time people are seeing this round. I am not going to be reading these because they don't have any vowels, so it'll be very tricky for me to do that. Basically, you are going to see phrases with the vowels entirely removed, and you're going to have to figure out what those phrases are. Give yourself a point for each one you get. All right. Top 10 lowest rated Netrunner cards on Trash or Busto, the excellent Ysengrin resource website. All right. What is this card? That is Salvage. Sometimes they throw in spaces just to throw you off. Okay, next one. This is, of course, Zaibatsu Loyalty. All right, next one. This is the card Starlight Crusade Funding. This is a tricky one. This is IRS. All right, cities hosting Netrunner tournaments in August. This is South Bend. This is North Melbourne. This is, oh, actually, sorry, let me give you some time. This is Malmo. This is Mississauga. All right, 3-word Nisei card flavor texts. This is the flavor text of Boomerang. It is Return to Sender. This is One Becomes Many, which is the flavor text to Mitosis, which is a card I love. And this is Free to Pay, which is F2P's flavor text. Explains the acronym. This is Shh, it's nap time, which is the flavor text to Tranquilizer. All right, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to share this with your friends. You know, you can administer this yourself. The slides I'm going to put in the channel in the video description. Let me know how you scored. I'd love to know. There'd probably be a U in here just because this is a very British quiz. Anyway, yeah. what if you put a little H2O in that quiz? That'd be funny. Anyway, um, thanks for watching. Again, uh, presumably D isn't watching this because they wrote this quiz. They don't need it. But D, thank you so much for making this incredible Only Connect. Um, and hope you all have a good day.